everyone. We are a group of students from the class of Organizational Behavior 250, and we are here today to discuss the topic of building effective teams. We all know how building a successful team is a prerequisite in any kind of success for any organization. When it comes to the way a team can communicate, can work together, and achieve its objectives, team dynamics is really important. So let me first introduce my beautiful team. We have Berenice Lopez, Sergio Huertas, Marco Hernandez, and Jan Dalisay. Today, we'll delve into the key aspects of team dynamics, such as the importance of defining roles and responsibilities. We'll also look at how teams can change over time and the phases of team development according to two models, which is the Tuckman's and GRPI. By the time this presentation ends, you will know more about the crucial elements that affect a team's performance, such as the role of communication, and you will have insightful knowledge about how you could recognize common sources of conflict in teams and how you could effectively resolve them.
Well, team dynamics refer to the relationships and interactions between team members that can affect the productivity and performance. To talk about effective teams, we should navigate through team dynamics. It encompasses how team members communicate, collaborate, and coordinate their efforts to achieve a shared goal. Various factors can influence the team dynamics, including individual personality traits, work styles, attitudes, and external factors such as the culture and the team's organizational structure. When teams work well together, their individual and team performance is 50% more effective when accomplishing goals and completing tasks. Many executives nowadays believe collaboration leads to powerful new business opportunities and can boost innovation in their organizations. These positive new dynamics can improve cost effectiveness, employee retention, and even better customer loyalty. In this slide, we're going to explore the difference between groups and teams in the workplace. Even though groups and teams are both structures used for collaboration and cooperation among employees, I like to emphasize that groups are collections of individuals with a specific purpose, but may not necessarily share common goals or work together towards a unified objective. On the other hand, teams are clusters of individuals who come together with a common goal and actively collaborate to achieve it. I must highlight that while these terms are often used interchangeably, this distinction is essential in understanding the unique contribution. However, both groups and teams can be beneficial to organizations depending on the purposes and structure. Groups can provide opportunities to networking, brainstorming, and sharing information, while teams can increase productivity, creativity, and innovation through collaboration and a shared sense of purpose. In the previous slides, we talked about teams and groups in a general manner. Now, let's explore the different types of groups found in organizations. There are two main types of groups, informal and formal. For formal groups, you can mention friends playing tennis or employees who form a book club outside of work. For formal groups, we can talk about groups focused on structures within the organizations, such as managers or their subordinates. I'd like to point out that the dynamics of these groups can vary and affect the overall performance and morale of the workforce. Now we have to understand what sets teams apart from mere groups. Teams are defined as an organized coalition of people working together to achieve mutual goals. Everything deals exclusively with common goals and coordinated effort to achieve such goals. Teams are often characterized by small sizes, which makes them more effective for complex tasks in cooperation. Teams don't mean surprising personal agendas entirely. It means committing to the team's vision and working towards its objectives. We are going to discuss some critical properties of true teams. In teams, all members are focused on shared goals, tasks, and shared outcomes, where individual compensation is based primarily on team success, not individual performance. Willingness of team members to sacrifice for the common good, showcasing the idea that team members actively help each other to achieve the success. Teams are not a universal solution. Organizations should evaluate whether they need a team based on factors like knowledge diversity, interdependence of tasks, and shared goals. I want to mention that there are three characteristics such as a permanence, skill diversity, and authority dispersion to give an overview of the various team structures within organizations.
Thank you, Sergio. Hello everyone, my name is Marco and I'm excited to talk about the different types of teams. But first of all, I want to explain the importance of teamwork for business, which is crucial for the organization's success and growth. Teamwork allows the companies to have individuals with different skills and expertise, which is extremely important to achieve the goals effectively. There are different types of teams that can be formed depending on requirements and objectives. Now, I will show you how in this table different kinds of teams, including advantages and disadvantages for each one. Let's get started with functional teams. There are teams of people with similar talents or expertise, such as human resources, finance, or marketing. They have many advantages, including a common language and efficiency. However, there is a disadvantage too. They can get isolated in their own universe, failing to see the big picture and failing to communicate with other functional teams. Now, cross-functional teams are the completely different story. They bring together workers from multiple fields, such as marketing, product development, sales, customer service, what makes them unique in its diversity of ideas, innovation, and improved coordination. But there is a disadvantage too. Those differences might sometimes lead to conflicts and communication can be difficult. Moving to self-directed teams, they are that kind of teams with independent thinkers. They are given the authority to solve problems without much intervention. They are motivated, have room for skill development, and they are very flexible. They can, however, be affected without the specific instructions, face interpersonal challenges, and demand a significant amount of truth. Turning to virtual teams, they are the most advanced in technology. They work together remotely with digital tools. As advantages, they prioritize flexibility, access to global talent pool, and cost savings. But watch out for communication issues, the feeling of isolation, and the need for a strong self-discipline. Now we have project teams, are the task masters. They are formed for specific projects only and break down once the work is over. Their focus is on a particular goal, and they excel at coordinating several projects. However, there is a disadvantage too. Team members may not completely engage, knowing it is a temporary position and different point of view might lead to conflict. And finally, we have the management and executive teams. They are the ones who make the decision for guide the company or guide this ship. They can quickly make high-level decisions and have bird's-eye vision of the organization. However, they are sometimes separated from day-to-day activities that there is a risk of division. You see, each team has a particular set of advantages and disadvantages. It is critical to understand these distinctions in order to make the best choices in team building and management.
What distinguishes a successful team? Why do you sometimes have a dream team of employees and still you receive mediocre results? How do groups change and advance over time? These kinds of queries are attempted to be addressed by team development and effectiveness models. Let's start with the model called GRPI, and this stands for Goals, Roles, Processes, and Interpersonal Relationships. This was developed by a well-known organizational theorist named Richard Beckhardt, and this aims to know the real causes of team dysfunction. So let's start with the first component, which is goal. Team development starts with a good foundation, and a team can effectively work if they know what they stand for and what they are working towards. Also, an organization's principle begins with clear objectives and clear goals. What do they really want to accomplish?
So here on the screen, we could see how GRPI could also serve as a planning tool for newly established teams. If a team is not functioning well, they can work their way down through this GRPI model so they could diagnose what exactly the problem is. It's also a maintenance routine to ensure that teams are staying on course. It's widely used as a diagnostic tool in order to address any issues in connection with interpersonal relationships. And basically, it's a tool for creating solutions when it comes to any team conflict. A lot of times, the cause of the team's distress may be a lack of understanding or commitment to the goals of the team. So the goal should be SMART. SMART stands for specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-based.
So if goals are not the problem, we now go to the next level, which are roles of each team member. And if anyone in a team doesn't feel comfortable with the role given to them, this will have a negative impact on team performance. And it is said that team members can better able to carry out their roles if these are well defined and clear to them.
Each team member should understand, accept, and agree to their roles in order to foster accountability, cooperation, and goal achievement. It is important to clarify what the team structure is, what the distribution of responsibilities are, and the authority within the team.
So truly effective teams do not always agree, but they do handle conflict in a way that transform these differences into a positive force. And these protocols, agreements, and standardized processes or procedures really help in achieving this. So the third level is processes. And the main focus really is how the team functions, since the GRPI model suggests that when there is a lack of consistent procedures or processes in a team, this would often lead to confusion among the team members, and this could spark debate and even could create conflicts and confrontations.
Processes are well-defined and standardized procedures. It could include team procedures for decision-making, conflict solving, communication, and coordination. Having standardized processes enable a team to work together more efficiently and to respond to problems or challenges quickly.
So we go to the fourth level of the model, which is interpersonal relationships. And we all know how the team's morale, emotional well-being, and effectiveness is greatly impacted by how well the team members relate to each other or treat each other. So basically, this one is the question of what's the culture inside the team? Is there mutual trust between each other, between the members of the team? Is there open communication culture? And is there inclusiveness?
Interpersonal relationships or mutual relationships is concerned with the trust, the openness, and acceptance of each team members. It also talks about how positive the work environment is. Having a healthy and supportive team suggests that the members do feel safe, heard, understood, and included. And in today's time, building team relationship really has become more challenging because of the increasing amount of virtual work and meetings. So this isolation is concerning since strong social networks are necessary to build resilient and effective teams.
So here are some ways on how you could build stronger relationships in a team. Whenever you are working on a team, I'm sure you want to get recognized for the things you have accomplished. And this goes the same for other members of your team. They also would want to be recognized. With this, it is important to give credit where credit is due. Also, it boosts
team's morale if small wins or just a tiny victories, not only the big ones such as promotions and large sales, are being celebrated. Celebrating accomplishments can inspire your team and increase confidence amongst them, creating a more productive and efficient work atmosphere. As a result, there will be a noticeable improvement in team performance and success. At the same time, getting your team together for brainstorming sessions is one of the most popular methods of collaboration. By having brainstorming sessions, mutual trust and confidence among team members are built and developed, especially when talking about complex problems of the organization. In the virtual, hybrid, or physical office, forming friendships and bonds and socializing with co-workers is one of the best methods to boost productivity. Because team building exercises foster a deeper understanding amongst team members, they also enhance collaborative efforts at work. Members of the team have a greater understanding of one's other's interests, shortcomings, and talents after participating in team building exercises together. This knowledge makes it easier for them to collaborate even more on future developments that are essential to any organization. Regularly scheduled team building events can improve your company culture as well, or your organizational culture. And it will provide a space to understand your members' wants and needs. In any organization, team cohesion is essential to achieving the desired outcome. Many people are still unsure about what is meant by team cohesion, but it really is any group's level of oneness and is often referred to as social cohesion or group cohesiveness. It is also the degree to which members of a team are drawn to or inspired by one another. In essence, the closeness among team members is what it is meant by cohesion. We also have to note that members of a highly cohesive group are observed to share the following traits. There is strong accountability among its members, everyone respects one another, and they are totally dedicated to the choice reached by the team. This quote from the book of Patrick Lencioni on the screen right now underscores the idea that an organization's or team's combined efforts become extremely competitive and effective when all the members are working toward a common purpose. This indicates that everyone is devoted to the organization's mission, vision, and goals and is aware of them. An organization becomes more innovative, flexible, and sensitive to changes in the market when all the team members collaborate effectively and fluidly. They may have a competitive advantage over others as a result. Lastly, when there is significant internal collaboration, when there is cohesion, exterior competition is less of a threat. But we have to note that strong leadership is frequently necessary to achieve this degree of cohesion.
Highly effective teams are not made overnight. One of the key concepts in team dynamics that we have to understand is Tuckman's model of team development. It is developed by Andrew Tuckman in 1965, which discusses how teams evolve and mature over time. In this model of team development, we have 5 stages. We have forming, storming, norming, performing, and adjourning. The first stage is called forming. It is characterized by team members getting to know each other and establishing initial relationships. They are often polite and cautious during this stage, and roles and responsibilities may not be well defined. Over time, as the team progresses, they move into the storming phase, where conflicts and differences in opinion become more apparent. This stage can be a little bit more challenging for some, but it's a necessary part of the team's development as members work through these issues. The norming stage follows, during which team begins to resolve conflicts. They begin to establish norms and develop a sense of cohesion. Roles and responsibilities become clearer and teams start to work together more effectively. Each and every team has their ultimate goal, which is to reach the performing stage, where the team operates at its peak, demonstrating high levels of trust, cooperation, and productivity. Lastly, we have the adjourning stage. The team disbands as the goals are achieved and members go their separate ways. Tuckman's model of team development serves as a valuable framework for team leaders and members to understand the team dynamics and navigate the challenges they face on their journey to success. Another key concept that we have to understand is the term social loafing. It is the phenomenon in which individuals exert less effort when working as part of a group compared to when working alone. This reduction in effort occurs because people may feel that their individual contributions are less visible or essential within a group setting, leading to a decrease in motivation and productivity. Social loafing can be detrimental to the overall performance of a team or a project, as it can result in a lack of accountability and suboptimal outcomes.
In our brief journey through the world of teams, we discovered that successful teams are not a matter of chance, but a result of careful design and well-established processes. There are some key factors that play a pivotal role in creating effective teams. Effectiveness in the team, benefit the organization, support their members, and achieve their mission. For a better comprehension, let's delve into the effectiveness model. Team design. Teams are structured based on the nature of the task, whether it's problem solving, innovation, or routine work. The ideal team size varies depending on the task complexity, with smaller teams favored for agility and efficient communication, while larger teams handle complex tasks with diverse skill requirements. Team composition involves selecting individuals with the right skills and attributes, fostering creativity, efficiency, and effective problem solving. Organization and team environment. Effective communication is crucial for collaboration, and clear channels and open dialogue help establish norms and coordinate efforts. The organization's structure impacts how teams operate by defining reporting relationships, decision-making processes, and resource allocation. Physical space impacts team interaction. Well-designed spaces encourage collaboration, creativity, and cohesion. Reward systems align that team goals and individual contributions motivate team members to achieve objectives. Team progress through various stages that influence their effectiveness, establishing trust, roles, and norms. Clear norms and shared expectation about behavior aid in coordination and guide team members in conducting themselves effectively. Defining roles ensure task distribution and clarify responsibilities. High cohesion promotes teamwork but requires well-defined norms. Trust is the foundation of effective teamwork, fostering open communication and collaboration. Aligning mental models among team members promote consistency in problem solving, contributing to team effectiveness. Effective teams are determined by their ability to accomplish tasks, contribute to organizational goals, satisfy individuals' team members' needs and expectations, and also maintain team survival. Task accomplishment is a fundamental measure of success, and meeting the needs of team members leads to motivation, engagement, and positive contribution. To achieve this, teams must have a well-thought-out design and a conducive environment while following effective processes. In conclusion, the effectiveness of a team is a complex interplay of design, environment, processes, and the ability to accomplish tasks, satisfy members' needs, and ensure the team's longevity. Thank you. and major teams thrive with this newfound understanding of team effectiveness.